We're starting our World Motorbike Expedition. Months of planning leading up to this. In this episode, we hit the road with our Ducati Desert X Gully, geared up as an adventure motorbike. It's time to test everything. Will the setup work as it should? Did we mess up on anything? How will we adjust to life on the bike?
Wow, it's so beautiful, like seriously.
Our plan is to reach the port of Genova and embark for Tunisia, our first country on this journey. Along the way, we meet other inspirational travelers, our motorbike breaks down, and we ride some of the most beautiful motorbike routes in Italy. Will we make it to Tunisia?
We're not making it in time for the ferry.
We are Nick and Mathilde, and we've left everything behind to travel the 7 continents with our Land Rover Defender, the Albatros.
Europe, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, Asia, and Africa. A world tour for real. We want to see it all.
This is day 1079, and we are heading to Italy.
This is the next Meridian expedition.
We spent the last 15 days gearing up a Ducati Desert X, an adventure motorbike, for a world tour expedition on motorbike.
The reason we're doing this is to vary the experiences and the pleasures. As you know, we have a Land Rover Defender, which is actually now parked in Indonesia. But what are we actually doing? So the idea is 2 times per year we will join up Gully, our motorbike, and travel. That means 2 to 3 weeks at a time, counting about 6 weeks per year. So about a month and a half of motorbike and about 10 months of car. Month and a half of motorbike, 10 months of car. So all that starts now because we are in France and we're heading to Tunisia. Then the idea is to go towards Asia, towards Kazakhstan, and once we're over there, to be determined. You ready?
I'm ready.
Genova, the port of departure for our Tunisian expedition, is located here. We're currently in the southeast of France. Here, and before the boat sets sail, we have 3 days. On the way, we need to reach Parma to do one last installation on the motorbike. That's not a lot of time, and we can only hope everything goes as planned because any problem could mean we miss our boat.
Which is... Let's see how much we got on the top. On the top?
Is that a successful packing?
Yeah, pretty well evened out. The 2 difference has a kilo difference, which is really not that much, and the top doesn't really matter because it's in the middle. Then we have here, which is, I don't know, probably 2 kilos or something, 2 kilos on the other. The rest is all in the middle, so it's pretty good. Ciao, Mom. Ciao, Mom. Thank you, see you in a month. Can hold 21.
And how many kilometers can we do with that?
Around, I would say probably 350.
Our first days are filled up with small things, saying goodbye to friends, getting used to packing and unpacking.
We're still not super used to moving our things around. I think we didn't organize perfectly, but that always takes a bit of time. So every time we go in a place to sleep, we have to take out so many things and then we need to tidy them up. We're not super efficient at that. But everything fits. I didn't believe that would be possible.
We also discovered the joys of motorbike gear, from the funny moments like walking into a supermarket all geared up.
My favorite thing is to go into shops looking like this. It's just a meal.
To the less fun moments, like parking at a boat painting workshop and accidentally turning all our brand new gear blue. The first days were really just a constant learning process. Learning how to film from the bike is harder than what we had imagined. but at least our butts didn't hurt.
You know what? The best news is that I don't have butt pain. I'm sure Nick is testing 1,000 other things, but in my case, my main concern was butt pain. And with this little squishy SW Motec pillow, I'm like an angel in the back.
And along the way, we were lucky enough to meet another traveler preparing for her own journey.
Free and wild overland, Charline. And there she is! Yo, how's it going, Charline?
Good.
Awesome.
There are few things as motivating as meeting others with the same objective. Charline here is planning to leave for a new expedition, while we're launching our own. We share our doubts and excitements. After following her journey through Africa and the Middle East, we leave with our heads full of dreams for the regions we haven't explored yet. Charline, we wish you all the best of luck.
Charline, c'est quoi la prochaine expédition?
Tu dis pas? No idea. Okay. Mais j'espère, I hope, very soon somewhere, Africa or the Middle East, for sure. Merci beaucoup de venir.
À la prochaine peut-être.
Alors, assis.
Tes jambes, hein.
Assis. Assis. Pas bouger, c'est bien mon cœur. Bye
We're arriving in Monaco!
Woo! Monaco!
It's time to leave France. By now, we find a bit more of a rhythm. We still need to keep moving forward, and we get our first installations done in Italy. Our next stop is Parma, and along the way, we'll be enjoying the beautiful Mediterranean coastline.
So hopefully it doesn't rain or get really windy because the sky is super gray and black. Alright, well, it's raining.
It only took 3 minutes after departure.
Yeah.
Shoot, I hope it won't last.
But at that point, we were braving the rain on the bike with the thought that soon we'd be embarking for Tunisia.
We have an hour and a half left, and we got a little bit of rain, a little bit of sand, lots of tracks, an interruption of the drive with a safety car because there was some debris on the road. So it's just long, but we will never have to ride again that fast on a highway. It's really just to go to Parma, see our partner Ted Mignoni, and remap the engine of the bike to go with the new exhaust.
We have just arrived in Parma. It is 6 p.m. Luckily, it rained just a little bit. So that was a long drive. Highway is always terrible on motorbikes, and luckily this is a really good, stable bike with power, so it makes it easier. But our butts are in pain. We can't wait to get off the bike.
We arrived at the local where they will do the remapping because of our change of exhaust. It is Wednesday, it is 9 a.m. and at 6 p.m. we have the boat, the ferry boat leaving from Genova, which is on the coastline, about 2.5 hours, 3 hours of drive from here. So hopefully everything goes well with the remap because we don't want to miss that ferry.
We are remapping Gully, and the reason is because we want to save on fuel, save the engine, and remove any issues coming with clogging. So right now we're at the Ted Mignoni remap shop, and we're getting Gully remapped. So here's the exhaust. The job is being done.
Clock is ticking. They're still working on the remapping. It's almost 11:30 and we have this long drive. We really don't want to miss the ferry. Fingers crossed. It's now 12:30. The ferry is still leaving at 6 and we're still in Parma, 3 hours away from the port of departure. Things didn't really go the way we wanted. Error codes on the remapping. And here we are. They still need to work on the bike. It's past 2:30 p.m, which was our cutting time to be able to make it to Genova for the start of our ferry. It's not going to happen. Hopefully they still manage to start the bike again with the new remapping today so that we can catch another ferry later in the week. You missed the start of the bike.
I can smell the fuel. They started? Oh,
yeah, it started.
Good job. That's awesome. That's really good to hear. The pressure that was on our chest of like has now been relieved and the smiles are back. I think his smile is back, you can see him. And all these guys, their faces have more color. I think everyone's breathing a little more now. So, fingers crossed though, it's not over till it's over. For the past 2 days, we've been stuck here in Parma and we've missed our ferry. We've gone through an arrival at Parma at this store with an excitement, to then a drama, to then a smiling, happy face at the end. We're leaving Europe really quickly because that way we can start the real adventure. And that means we got a new ferry for Saturday, which is 2 days, to Tunisia. We're finally going to start our trip. All right, come on, we're done.
On this motorbike expedition, almost everything is different from my usual 4x4 travel. But there's some stuff that don't change. Is that we still travel with our partner, NordVPN. NordVPN is the tool we use on our phones and our computers to keep all of our internet connection encrypted and safe. And you know it, I like far-fetched comparisons. Using internet by connecting to public Wi-Fi without NordVPN is a bit like riding a motorbike without protective gear. Anyone can have access to public Wi-Fi, and it doesn't take too much skill to be able to get into that Wi-Fi, access your connection, get access to your private contacts, steal your credit card information, steal your banking details, steal your private exchanges. It is a guaranteed painful crash, just like falling off this bike in this outfit. But it doesn't have to be that way. Now I just turn on NordVPN and boom, here you go. You can still do everything like before, like pay online, conversation with your closed ones, have access to all of your accounts. You can ride online until the sunset and beyond. Thank you NordVPN for joining the ride as usual, and if you are interested in navigating online safely and supporting the expedition, you have the code right here, NMEXP. You can use the link in description and you will get 4 months free on a 2 years plan on NordVPN. Ride safely, online and on the road.
A pretty big fail right at the beginning of a new journey. We need to bounce back as we step into a small local pizzeria to gather our thoughts and replan. 2 locals tell us we've picked the best spot in town.
This looks really good.
This small win boosts our spirits. We'll take the next boat 3 days later.
You know, it's something we're still getting used to, all this packing and carrying stuff back and forth. It feels like camping.
Yeah, we're not efficient.
No, not really, not yet. So we need to prepare maybe like 1 pouch each, like with those Matador pouch we have it, so that we just pull 1 out each, and it has kind of like some boxers, socks, and a little towel and PJs, and then off we go. Yes, we're ready to go. We got our 3 liters camel pack full of water so that we can drink while riding. Don't even have to stop, except when we gotta pee. Yes, we're ready to go. You ready?
Yeah, and you'll see Cinque Terre is probably one of our favorites. We've been a few times. First time by motorbike. It will be cool.
Bam!
We change course and head toward the Italian coastline through the mountains, the Cinque Terre.
Oh yeah, beautiful Cinque Terre.
5 lands, a series of 5 villages perched on cliff edges above the Mediterranean Sea.
Welcome to Rio Maggiore.
Wow, beautiful. So this is what we meant. You've got the cliff on this side, the cliff on that side, and boom, and the town actually starts from the top here. And you walk down all the way to the sea, and at the bottom there's like a little port.
Maybe 7 years ago or 8 years ago with Nick we came to Cinque Terre, and I remember a sandwich, not any sandwich. We came into a small shop, normal looking, and they just loaded our sandwich with tons of different stuff. And I think I found the shop.
Okay.
Grazie, ciao. We found them!
We found the exact same place. So now we have to see if it's as good as before, but I think so.
The smallest and twistiest roads lead there, keeping them hard to reach despite their beauty.
We're on the road to Genova. It's an hour and a half of windy roads with beautiful buildings and above the sea.
Oh man, the roads are so small here. Like you can barely just fit a car. So if a car was to come ahead, we'd really be like, alright, who's squeezing past, you know? We've just arrived in Genova. The ferry leaves in 5 hours, so we're gonna have lunch. And what's hilarious is how many scooters there are. I mean, look at all these scooters. And they all have their little assignment spots. And Gully fits right in it.
Okay, we made it to the port. Now we need to get our tickets and do all the identity immigration controls for Tunisia.
Finally, around us, there's a buzz of people ready for adventure.
It's also funny because for the first time we feel like we're part of the motorcycle community, because everyone is checking the bike of everyone else. It's like, how is your motorbike? Mine is like this, mine is like that. So yeah, we feel like we belong to a new community almost. That's cool.
We're just about to get onto the ferry and the bike's all ready. We look like we're all part of a big group here, but we're actually just alone. And everyone's like, oh cool, so who are you riding with? We're like, nobody. Actually, we are riding with each other. And we're riding with actually another couple, which you guys know, which is already waiting for us in Tunisia because we missed our ferry, so they're already there waiting. But yeah, we're excited. The ferry's right behind us. We checked it, everything's ready. Now we just have to do a 30-hour ferry, but it is luxurious compared to the Indonesian one we did. So.
And after all our Italian drama, like the delays, missing the boat, we finally feel the adventure starting.
Oh my gosh, we can't wait! Come on! Now let's see how many times we drop the bike. That's what I'm counting. It's too heavy. It's so heavy with us both and everything, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good.
"30 hours on a calm sea, we see land on the horizon at sunset. Finally, around 10 p.m., the boat arrives at the port of Tunis, the capital of Tunisia. There's nothing like a border crossing to make you feel like the journey has begun.
Man! Finally done. This is actually probably one of the longest border crossing we've done. We've been here for 2 hours. Usually it took us 3 in all the Americas to do in and out. I mean out and in. And here just the in, it was like 2 hours. But we're in Tunisia. Let's go!
We're in! A new country ahead, a new place to explore. In the next episode, we head to the desert and discover Tunisia.